NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Here you go. Fumbled 3 times last game.
Their own 48-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early.
I trust that nigga, man.
With safe throw.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Come on, lateral.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is indeed good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still under a heavy rush and down he goes.
Come on, man.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Day going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning it is Moore. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Day. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
This nigga ain't playing, but that nigga going after the ball, but.
The 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down. It's full, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons grab it. And
that's why I do it too.
At the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it?
I got a bench in mind.
It's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball.
I got a bench this nigga, man.
In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons.
Got 2 fumbles already.
1st and 10 at the 40. It's caught.
Come on, man. I had position on this catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Vic. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vic. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You didn't like your play?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Yeah. 1st round and 2/3.
3rd and long for Vic. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
What?
Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now here's Vic. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Day. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 29, Vick. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Rush coming.
This nigga went through a whole throwing motion.
That's how you throw the ball. You gotta go through a motion.
He didn't throw it. The decision was made.
Remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we
Well, it wasn't a good decision.
Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on.
I don't pay him to think. I pay him to do.
Divisional round weekend. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far.
For him, he just needs to do what he told to do.
Sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses.
I said, you think I'm going to cost him pick number 53.
Or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
That's some horsepower.
Ain't no rodeo, man.
Offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
You were blocking all in the back.
The only thing that matters is
I'm blocking the back.
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50
no block in the back either.
line.
Nah.
Falcons going to use the second of the timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Like I told you, it's hard to beat a team twice in one season.
Passing of this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. He'll let this. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, just let the man throw the ball.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Man.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on third down, Day. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Day is going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway.
Let me call the timeout.
No good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 35 on second down, Vick firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third and short yardage, Vick. Flushed out right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run on first down. Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
That ain't the darn play I call.
He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Day escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Niggas still out there playing volleyball.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He got 29 yards in time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
I'm trying. I can't. They won't even let me pose it.
Continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, Vic. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Day. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Day. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Buying time to his left. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Day. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Day being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Day. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. On 1st down, Day. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Day. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Day. It's complete to Fuller. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. Looking to throw. Day. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 22 yards on the pickup there. Operating from the gun. Day. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands, and I think the ball's out. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now on 2nd and 13. Vic dancing to his left. And he's got Rome. Pass it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Down, 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 down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the jet sweep. Here comes more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait.
What you gonna be saying later on this year when you ain't got no Cam Newton, no final team? You gonna go back home, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Vic. And
you know the Falcons is where he used to be.
Touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another
He's
score there.
going
Often you talk about the three
on.
phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams.
I was a Falcon fan when they had Vic, boy.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately,
We'll be back this year.
will add a 4th phase. That's the
I
coaching.
had to be afraid of my dog.
As he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages.
That's what you would have got, D, if you would have made the playoff.
Field position leads you to that type of play calling.
It's the same thing that would happen to you if you would have made the playoff.
Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay.
Giving everybody what they deserve this year.
Back to throw. Day. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. So here's Vic following the interception. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go.
You're going to be sick. Somebody get hurt. 4 weeks on this play.
We'll take it with them. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle,
felt so
they actually
good to
call
get
a set
that W.
and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached.
My running back cost us that game, man.
That's what it was.
It took me out my whole game plan, man. I can't run the ball if he fumbling the ball.
You've been watching the NFL.
Nigga fumbled 3 times last week.
It's a win
and 2 times in the 3rd quarter this week.
So long from
what he was going to keep doing if I kept giving it to him? He going to keep fumbling. Could do what now? Nah, he ain't no rookie. I picked him up out of free agency. He'll 72 overall what he is.
Hey D, he should have just put his running back at. He should have put his quarterback at running back.
Nah, it's all good.